Hi, dear friends. Today it's November 8th, and this is the session for yesterday and today. Because what I tell you now, you won't believe it. Some people say that at the moment I'm under bad luck influence. So those of you who follow my YouTube channel, who watch every NanoWrimo video, know that I had quite a hard time. First of all, with my camper, which broke down and has an engine failure. So second, with Tiny Wanda, my Chihuahua, who got injured by a German Shepherd, had 2 bites and severe injuries. So all this happened within the last weeks. When Wanda was injured, that was 5 days before NanoWrimo started. So I had quite a challenge with taking my time for writing and producing the videos, of course, for you. And yesterday, I was done with producing and wanted to edit the video because I want to edit the videos and like put them into a good length. So before I could start with that, I had a hard drive defect, hard drive crash. So I save all my data on a hard drive, an external hard drive. And normally I save my data extra. So I'm very aware of data loss. I don't want to have that. What happened was that within all those things happening, I did not save data for 10 days. And I know you should not do that. But sometimes things happen. And that's what I want to talk about today. So I had some other plans, and there is another video somewhere out there on a crashed hard drive. But what if you lose your data? So this is what I want to talk about today because it's the topic of the day. And it has to be the topic for 2 days as the video from yesterday is just gone. First of all, there is a good possibility to restore your data if you like crash your hard drive. No matter if it's an external hard drive or if it's your computer itself. There is the possibility for data restoring. There are professionals out there who offer this. I will see one in a few hours and hand over my hard drive with my novel on it. It's not about the videos, not only about the videos, it's about the novel. I haven't saved it just on this external hard drive. Yeah. So there are professionals out there who can help you. In Austria, it's quite expensive to do this. So they told me on the phone that we start with 1,000 euros, at least, maybe more. Yeah, that's hard, but that's how it is. Before you do that, there are other possibilities to try to restore your data if, for example, your computer doesn't know your hard drive any longer and says, I don't know that. So there are several possibilities you can do. If something like that happens to you, please get in contact with me. I can tell you a lot about that. It's not been the first time, I have to admit, but normally the loss of the data isn't as severe at this point. Normally I lose like 1 day if something like that happens, and that's not a problem at all. But losing 10 days, it's quite, okay. And it's a full novel. So with NanoWrimo, I followed my daily 1,667 words at least, so I'm up at 23% now, which is quite a lot. Over 12,000 words I've gone. So the first thing is, don't get desperate. There are professionals out there who can help you. That's the first thing. The second, of course, is save it. And don't only save it on the cloud or some cloud. Save it on your computer and on the cloud and somewhere else. You know, if you're working on a novel and, for example, you have internet problems and you cannot reach your cloud, that's lame as all, isn't it? So try your best to save it in different ways so it doesn't get lost. That's the next thing. And the third tip I can give you, and maybe that sounds hard for you, but I realize it's a good thing to do so. Keep on going. So what I did today, and I just did that, I finished it a few moments ago, stick to your writing. Even though everything's gone, keep on writing. Don't take a day off just because you lost all your data. You do not know if they can restore them. The chance that a professional can restore the data are pretty high. So don't get desperate. Don't stop writing. Just keep on going. That's the best tip I can give. And with all this, I want to tell you a little story. Most writers know that story, but maybe you don't know it. You know, Ernest Hemingway, when he decided he wanted to become a writer, as he was a journalist, right? He started his career as a journalist. So he then went to Paris and lived there and got in his full creativity, wrote a lot of short stories, had hard time selling them at the beginning, started a novel. And in these days, there were no computers, of course. He had a typewriter and handwriting, okay? So he did his writing, his short stories, his novel, and his wife made a copy, typed a copy. So that was the only thing in these days, how you could save your stuff. That's so crazy, right? And what happened was that one day, and I don't know why she did that, but maybe you know it, his wife traveled by train and had a bag with her with all his work in it. So not only what he has written, but also the copies. Everything he had written up to that point was in that bag, and she left it on the train. This stuff was never seen again. So somewhere out there is the early work of Ernest Hemingway in a bag. Nobody knows where it is. But he didn't give up. I mean, I don't know which arguments they had and how the whole thing affected their marriage, but he didn't give up. Later on, he said maybe it was necessary that I lost everything and then could restart, and that's why my work got better. Maybe that is the thing. So whenever something like that happens to you, think of Ernest Hemingway. Don't give up. Keep on going. Don't get desperate. Don't panic. Don't panic. If you've read the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you know what I mean. Don't panic. It's not the end of the world, and you don't know if it's not the end of the day. Maybe someone can save your data. So just keep on going. This is the moment. Pick the moment. Sit down. Write. That's it. Hopefully, I can tell you more tomorrow. See you.